Hello to everyone. My name is Alyssa. I know most of you from previous classes, and I'm very excited to continue on this journey with you. I decided to make a video for the Getting to Know You post, as I am definitely curious to put faces to names, and I'm sure a lot of you feel that way as well. Some of the basics that you may or may not already know: I am 23, I work full-time as a banker in Denver, and I completed my undergraduate from Colorado Mesa in 2015. I have lived in Colorado my whole life, and I have known Christ for my entire life as well. I was raised in the church, and so all of my identity is based upon those principles that I learned growing up. There are definitely areas in that I maintain a more liberalistic view of the world, and if any of you have any questions, I am so happy to elaborate. I like to consider that I am a leader. I feel that I am tenacious, I am ambitious, loyal, caring, and diligent. The one area that I do definitely struggle in is patience, and I have asked the Lord to help me with that, and He has definitely been challenging me through my work and my work associates and my personal relationships, and I am learning through Him to humble myself and really learn to be patient and empathetic with the people in my life. I definitely find it insufficient to sum up an entire character in only a few short minutes. People are so incredibly complex, and we are always changing who we are and what we want out of life and what our values are. The only thing that I root myself in is that I belong to God. That is the one core feature that I know that will never change. I am attending Colorado Christian for a number of reasons. I always knew that I wanted to go back to school. I always knew that I wanted to get my graduate's degree. After I completed my undergraduate in art history, I really struggled to find what my purpose was. I thought that I wanted to curate museums or be the director of a museum, and I had actually applied for a position at the Art Center where I had done my internship at, and the Art Center actually declined to hire me, and it was very devastating for me to know that that wasn't where I was supposed to go or what I wasn't supposed to do. So I spent the next year and a half focusing on my work. I took a couple of promotions and ended up back in Denver after living in Grand Junction for a number of years. And I began to research graduate programs because I felt that that was going to be my next step. I considered doing an MBA, I considered library sciences, I even considered continuing art history, but they never really seemed important, and I didn't feel that they would fit my talents of leadership and ambition and creativity. My mom is a CCU alumni, and my sister is attending right now for her BSN. She just got accepted to the nursing program, very excited for her. I began to look through the master's programs at CCU on their recommendations, and I came across the public administration degree, and something just clicked. It felt so right for me and for my life and what my ambitions were that I applied, and I was accepted, and I started in a span of about 2 weeks this last August. So it was definitely a giant leap of faith and a giant turn of career and education, but I am loving this program. I am loving learning all of the perspectives from each one of you, and I'm definitely enjoying the critical thinking challenges that it brings to me, and I definitely feel like I'm supposed to be on this journey. I have an idea of where I would like to go, and if it were up to me, I would like to work in administration and management, and I would eventually like to step into politics, and preferably state politics, because I would like to eventually go to DC and work in DC. I'd also really want to get a doctorate's degree at some point and possibly work as a professor later in my life. But I am young, and it's not up to me, it's up to God where I end up. And there's a number of variables that will influence where I end up going. There's what I value, what I want out of my life, and that is completely okay. As I grow and I develop, the answer is going to change, and with it, where I end up going. There are things in my life that He is guiding me through, and I just have to take it one day at a time. And by taking it one day at a time and following Him in that day to day, I'm going to end up, or most likely end up, somewhere completely different than what I want. But my happiness is not ultimately going to be defined by where I end up in my career. It's going to be in following him. So it's exciting, it's constantly changing, and I definitely plan to enjoy this class and this journey, and I get to do it one day at a time with all of you.